Hello guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you for your continued support and your likes, your subscribes, you guys. I appreciate it. Okay, we've been going around the zodiac, going around the wheel, and we are now in house 12. House 12 is the house of Pisces. Also, probably, maybe my all-time favorite. I don't know. I have a couple favorite houses. This one happens to be one of my favorite because it's Pisces. It's the moon. It goes right along with everything esoteric. It's spirituality, it's karma, it's transcendence, it's sacrificial service, it's healing. It's all of the above. It's a really strong house, and I'm excited to get to this. Pisces being the last one of the wheel. So we're going to go down to the scene bowl, you guys. You can join me with this, or you can move over that. I will leave the timestamps in the description so you can go straight to the reading, but we are going to do the singing bowl. So let's get to that. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance and protection and unconditional love. I'm grateful for all known and unknown, seen and unseen, divine energy, guiding, allowing, and protecting us as I receive these messages with an open heart and mind. I pray these messages of healing and protection reach those who need them and those who will fully embrace and express their own divine energy for the highest and most loving good. As we walk on the path of love, healing, and redemption, may your healing light touch, taint, and transmute all darkness with understanding, acceptance, and faith. In the holy light of love. Amen. And thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay, guys. All right. So, I've been doing a layered spread. I'm doing an elemental star spread on top, and then I'm just going deeper, okay, with the message. The middle energy is kind of the bridging energy, kind of what's going on consciously, semi-unconsciously, in the middle, the bridge between the what's definitely you'd probably be definitely aware of, and then the kind of supportive angel energy, the background energy, the kind of the meat, the meat of the really, or the bone even. This is like the deeper stuff, so it kind of brings it all together. So I have been trying to put timestamps for kind of each section, so if you want to go straight, because a lot of the times you guys, my messages won't pick up until 15-20 minutes in, and I know I lose people before then in watching their messages, and I hate for people to miss something that is meant for them because of the length of the videos, but this is just how I read. So I go into it takes me a minute to get into the message, into the energy, and then it kind of all comes together. So always like the middle to the end is like kind of the peak time of the reading. So that being said, we are going to start with the elemental star spread, and this is a spread that has the earth element being the first card, which is the issue, or the physical issue or whatever that we're dealing with. Then how that makes you feel, which will be the water card. And then the thoughts on it, which is the air. And then the fire, which is what you need to surrender, possibly embrace. And then the soul, or the spirit card, which is kind of what lies in your heart about it. And then the 6th card being the culmination of the reading, kind of an overall energy. So let's start with the Earth card. See what's going on here for Pisces Spirit. And we got skill. It is the Page of Earth. The Page of Earth. So, okay, this is possibly working on, I wouldn't even say necessarily working on something right now, but it's definitely planning, preparing for an endeavor, something new you want to work on, something new you want to do. Staying focused and diligent in kind of the groundwork it takes to get to a goal, something like that. Let's see how you're feeling about this. This is working on, it's like the groundwork. It's the practice before the game. It's the, it's putting in all the energy and time and effort needed to accomplish something and to move forward on something. Studying, learning, stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so it's making you feel like you have accomplished something. Okay, so I'm feeling right now, because this is the Knight of Pentacles, you guys. So there's been a lot of preparing, maybe honing in on certain skills, working on certain parts of yourself, your life, something you are working on, getting better at, something you're fine-tuning, and it's making you feel ready. It's making you feel ready to move forward with something that you've been planning and preparing for. That's what I'm getting. Let's see how the thoughts are. The Hierophant. So this could be learning something. It's like, it feels like there's been a lesson or something, or you're looking to... Okay, so there's a couple things actually I'm getting from this the more I'm sitting here. Okay, so you could be preparing, learning. You could have been learning something new, practicing new skills, practicing new techniques in your life. And it's making you feel ready to apply those things that you've learned to your environment, okay, to move forward. You could have been training for something. You could be studying something. You could be getting ready to teach something. But this is also like, it's making you think you've learned something. You've definitely gained some knowledge is what I'm getting. And whatever this has been you've been working on, you've gained a lot of knowledge. And now you sit on more information and more knowledge than you had before you started working on this. Whatever this is. This could be self-work, you guys. This could be something outside of yourself. This could be anything. School, work. This could be just something within you you've been working on. Let's see about the Fire. What do we need to surrender or embrace? We'll get more on it as we go. Sometimes it's kind of like both. It's kind of interesting because it's kind of been coming through as both. But we will see. It depends on who the message is for. These are general, guys. These aren't going to resonate with everybody, but if they do, you'll know. What do we got here? Gratitude. The Four of Cups. Okay. Okay. Okay, what I'm getting initially from this is that you are ready to embrace something new coming into your life. This is a cup. So this could be self-love. This could be a gift from the universe that, you know, maybe you're waiting for something to come in here and that needs surrendered because there's something else going on here. Let's get another card on how this is feeling in your heart, your soul, how your soul is feeling this. Okay. It's feeling almost like, Pisces, there's been some kind of, it's almost like you've stopped. This is probably a good thing because with the Four of Cups there in the surrender spot, it's like surrendering some position you were holding on something. You could have been really, really working hard on something specific, and have come to a point or are coming to a point where you're grateful to have learned what you've learned and possibly just not fighting for it. It's just like, it's kind of like, you know, you start out learning about one thing and for a specific reason. That's what this is feeling like. You started out learning something, maybe about yourself, maybe about something else, maybe studying, maybe furthering your knowledge on something. You started out learning about one thing for a specific reason, for a goal or something you had in mind. And it's came to a point where you recognize you've learned a lot. And there's a point here of like recognizing that you don't need to fight for something. You don't need to, it feels like wait for something, fight for something. You may have learned that you're not as passionate about it as you thought you were in the first place. That's another thing I'm getting. So there's a feeling here of not standing your ground on something with the Seven of Wands here, and not feeling as apt to protect it, fight for it. This could have been the original goal or the original thing, because there's been a lot of learning already, and you're taking that gift that you've already gained, and being grateful for what you've already learned. That's what I'm getting. And the overall is the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, this is really good, you guys. Yeah, so it's led you to something new here. Something new. It's like now you've learned a lot, and also something feels in more balance too. You could have started doing something, working on something, studying something, working on some skill sets, and it's really brought you to a place of just knowing that I feel like whatever you originally kind of started with, you aren't, you know, fighting for it as much, because there's something new here now. You've learned something new, and it's opened up an opportunity for you to kind of begin something new, is what I'm feeling. So it could have been something you originally started working on, and it's just brought you into a new energy, a new position, a new stance. Like, it feels almost like before you were like hell-bent about working on this skill, gaining this for a specific reason, and it's like there was a deeper lesson in it, is what I'm feeling. And that deeper lesson has been something about, I feel like, not needing to defend not only yourself, but like your what it is you're doing. Like, it's kind of realizing that you might have been really working on, I don't want to say fighting, but like standing your ground on something, standing hard on a goal or something you wanted to achieve, and then you realize, I don't need to stand my ground, so I shouldn't need to stand my ground so hard in this. I'm grateful for what I've learned in just the pursuit of this goal, or this, it could be a job, it could be anything, you guys, but it feels like you've backed down from something, not the work. You already learned the lesson. You've learned the lesson, but the goal of why you started to work on something, it's like you don't, it's like feeling like it's created something new now, and maybe the original opportunity or the original goal has fell more to the side, is what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and get into this, into the middle a little deeper, you guys. Under this page, in this Knight of Earth, there's a lot of Earth energy in this. This feels like it has been about an Earth goal, and Earth lessons. Something about earthly matters. Earthly matters can be job, it can be relationships, it can be anything that is physical. It's part of your world, like your physical 3D world. So there's definitely been some kind of lesson, some kind of thing learned here about taking an opportunity when you see it there. It's like right now I feel like you're not standing your ground on the old goal. You're seeing something new coming in here, and that seems to be where your attention may be going, if this is your reading and this is for you. We got the Nine of Cups. Okay. This is good energy. This is a lot of work, a lot of emotional work. You could have been working on something here, emotional, about being happy, about being satisfied and happy with not only what you have, but the work you've put in, the things you've done to make yourself see opportunity, for one. And I feel like almost like the goal is to not fight so hard for certain things. You shouldn't, like, there's a feeling here of learning that you don't need to stand your ground on everything. You don't need to fight for everything. You can just accept the new things coming into your life and be grateful. And there's no need to defend or anything on that stuff. Let's see. We got this devil energy in the middle. Okay. We got something going on here. And burdens. 10 of staves. On the bottom, the King of Cups. All right. Let me get the center cards for this row, guys. Wow. Maybe this is what you need to be working on here, Pisces, is not trying to prove something, fight for something, stand your ground on something. But there is a feeling here of like wanting to finish something. Between the Nine of Cups and the Knopf's card, which is like the devil or the shadow, you could be really seeing some, like a shadow aspect of yourself. And when we got skywriting, the fates. Ooh, I can't wait to read that. And it has that moon in it. We do have a full moon in Pisces coming up, you guys. So that's exciting. Ooh, and the full moon again, Sky Dancer, surrender. Oh, this is kind of what I'm getting, you guys. It's like, oh, and then on the bottom, the contract, the sacred covenant. The covenant, the sacred contract. Okay. This is where we get a little deeper. Okay. Okay, there's definitely something bigger going on with whatever you started to work on, and this goal. It had a deep, it has a deep, big, spiritual learning lesson behind it, karmic even almost, contracted. There's something here where it feels like it started out as whatever you started out studying or working on was for something specific, and it feels very deep. It feels like with the 10 of Wands over here, it feels like something, maybe even a past life or even just this life you've agreed to do. That's what I'm feeling with the fates and the surrender card here. So it feels like something, and I was getting that, like you've learned something and now you can kind of release whatever the original goal was. But it feels like the original goal, or the reason you started this in the first place, is a burden. It does feel like it's become kind of a burden. We are going to read the fates and the surrender, the Sky Dancers. I want to show you these two cards. We got this full moon energy big time. But it's almost like I can't really tell right now if it's like, I feel like you're backing off from continuing to do something that you originally started doing it for, because you're like, no, I got a different opportunity here. And it's not an emotional opportunity. I mean, it may involve emotions, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting it's like a work, or it's something earthy that could be coming in for you, or is here for you, that isn't of the same, it's not the original plan or the original goal. Where I feel like the original goal was to feel something differently, something emotional. And I feel like you're really standing your ground on something like, but there is a feeling here of not, it feels like almost like, because of this earth thing, this is weird because I don't get this with the Ace of Pentacles all the time, but it feels like something earthy, like this could be a job opportunity, this could be something new that's came in and made you stop working on something, or stop paying attention to the original goal. could be actually causing you to feel like stuck, and maybe afraid of standing up for something emotional here. It feels like you originally really wanted something deeper here, something more emotional, something, this could be, you know, self-love, but it brought you like more responsibility. I'm feeling like you started doing something for yourself here, to make you happier, to bring more happiness into your life, and it's actually turned into something very earthy and brought on like more responsibility. Like you've taken on more responsibility, and there could be that it could be that you're like now so busy, you don't have time to continue to protect or defend something you originally started working on. That's what I'm getting, Pisces, and it feels like it's from a new opportunity that's come in. Like this could be a new job opportunity, something in just in your earthly matters that is kind of, I don't want to say pulling you away, but it's making it difficult to continue with the original goal or the original the original plan, the original thing that you felt. So we are gonna I'm gonna get 2 more cards under the skywriting in the fates and the sky dancers. There's a lot of sky in this reading. So we got the fates. There's something here that has been definitely sent to you, definitely meant for you. I do feel like there's been a lot of signs, signals, stuff like that pushing you forward. This could be to get through some fear you have about standing up for what you believe in also. What do we got here? Wings of light. Okay, under the skywriting and the fates, bringing you some wings of light, how to get through things in a more light way. By that I mean with light energy. We are going to shuffle these one more time. That was the new Earth card. But we are going to Michael Descent under the Sky Dancers, under Surrender. And then we're going to get one of these, you guys, for the center here. Under the Devil Energy, the 7 of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is definitely a new opportunity. But it feels like it could be, it's like you're not saying no to an opportunity. That could leave you feeling like you aren't doing what you originally started to do. Like your intention behind the original building of yourself or skill, building up a skill or something, working on something. It's like that's, and we got natural healing power. Okay. All right, let's read the skywriting and the sky dancers, you guys. This has got me 48 and 49. 49, 48. Let's see here, 49. Skywriting, the fates, that which we cannot change, non-judgments. Something here happening that's out of your control, maybe here in the recent past. It says, it is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds. Nor does this predict that your journey will be treacherous. It is just your path, with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. That's kind of what I was feeling like. You're back down off of standing up for something, or just kind of surrendering something and kind of being grateful for what you've already learned in it, or that's the advice. At least for this beginning part of this reading. We'll get further into it, but it says it is just your path with parts that cannot be changed. It must be radically accepted as they are. In this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection. Not good or bad, neither in flow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Oh, so the way you maybe are looking at this too could be playing and I was feeling that with the wings of light, is like getting through obstacles with light, getting through obstacles with with optimism, and not going straight to the shadow or straight to the bottom of the well because something isn't working out the way you planned, or something isn't happening the way you wanted it to happen, or it's not looking the way you want it to look. It's like not standing in like this really defensive, warlike energy to protect something. Let it naturally heal. Let it naturally happen. Letting something naturally happen rather than you controlling that, or it's just like flying right through it, flying right over it, letting it. And this could be what you've been working on, is working on this acceptance, the acceptance that you may have been working on something, or you may be strongly working on stuff in your life, in your body, in your mind, in your work, in whatever, and things don't always, but you've learned a lot through doing this, and it is bringing in new opportunity here. This Ace of Pentacles is the overall energy of this reading, so there is something new happening here, and you are at the end of carrying some stuff that isn't yours to carry anymore. I mean, it's right around the corner, like the end of like carrying these burdens of needing to defend something, or things not looking the way you want them to look, or healing the way you want them to heal, or whatever it is. There's this feeling of taking kind of the higher road through these obstacles. I love that. Once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear. As you look ahead into the potential of the future, yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it, whether it be a heart connection, a call to creativity, or a new identity in your work or another area of life. With all your heart and soul, your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Yeah, there's something here, a new opportunity, by making a choice to either stand your ground on something or not, okay? Depending on, this could be relationship and work, this could be both. I do feel like there's a fear here of kind of really either a fear of backing down off something, or a fear of standing up too hardly for yourself, or for whatever this is. And that is going to be your choice, Pisces. But it says, in order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. And then we got this double energy stopping, like right in the middle here. It's like you're afraid to step in and maybe defend something, maybe keep doing something. Because there's a feeling here of, I've already learned what I needed to learn, but I don't feel like it's brought exactly what you wanted. And maybe that's why you're stepping away from something here that's a new opportunity. It's like, it's very interesting. Let's go to the Sky Dancers. Liberation from attachment and surrender. That's what I'm getting. This is interesting because it feels like something you either have been defending or originally started working on is something you are deeply feel attached to. And it feels like it's not like working the way you envisioned it working, or it ain't becoming what you needed it to become. Instead, something else is coming in here, a new opportunity. I don't feel like it's necessarily with this, but I feel like it's important the way you take this, and that matters on the next things coming in for you. Like your reaction, or the way you either defend or stand back from the thing you've been focusing on, working on building on your skills on. It might not even be, that might not be even the goal now, like, or the new thing coming in. It's interesting. I'm getting that. It says the Sky Dancer. Oh wait, here, hold on. When the Sky Dancers appear, she's inviting you to welcome the deepest power of the feminine into your life. You have already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. You've thought about this till you're blue in the face. There's something really strongly driven and important here to you that you have learned a great deal from. I think one of the last things to learn here is it feels like surrender to something, either a feeling you have or releasing something, or this could be standing up for something still. I'm not still getting a clear message on that. It says you have already overanalyzed the situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. It's always in the heart, you guys. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same old behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. It could be something you truly have just, you need to just step back away from and release the need to defend, fight, or keep working on something, because that's not like the reason you, it's very interesting. It's feeling like you started working on something or doing something here and you got something completely different coming out of it. And you may still be attached to the original project or the original job or the original thing that you thought was going to really make you happy, and maybe you still think it could make you happy, but there's a need to like not control it, not stand your ground on it, but just to surrender to what you, and be grateful for what you've learned through it so far. It doesn't mean something new here isn't coming in, because we've got the Ace of Pentacles, so there is something new here happening. It's just interesting. It might just be different than what you anticipated. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating same old behavior and hoping for different outcomes. Stop trying to figure it all out. Stop overthinking. Surrender. The Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself in your work or in your love life. So this could be something coming in here, and it does feel like it could be a new work relationship or a new something strong happening in your earthy stuff, where it's like you need to surrender one thing to jump into something new. And that's the advice I'm getting, is to surrender one thing and jump into something new here. Not to defend or feel like you have to defend or stand up or protect something that you've already worked on, you've already gotten a lesson from, and it may not have been what you thought it was going to be. It may not have been, but it was meant. I do feel like it was meant to teach you something. It was here as a lesson, a spiritual lesson for yourself. It's actually, there was a gift in it, and it's about seeing the gift in that. That's what I'm getting, seeing the gift in that. That maybe some things aren't fated for you. Maybe some things just were there to show you or teach you, or so that you would like up your game, up your game is what wants to come out. Like you'd upgrade yourself for something. But yeah, it feels like you've done this for you, even though you might have originally started doing it for a job, or but whatever this skill is you've learned is going to come in and be very beneficial for your future, for you. Like it does say, it's for the arrival of all this. It's bringing in some kind of new relationship with yourself, your work, or in your love life. So it can be any of those, and I'm getting a little of all those. This could be a little of all those. Like this is feeling like something new. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. Yeah, because you still got some things you're carrying here, Pisces, whoever this reading's resonating with, and this relationship or this lesson or this opportunity isn't the one that's going to get this off your back. You're going to finish doing something here. I feel like you're going to finish learning something. You're going to finish healing. There's still some healing here being done, so that you can take on, and it feels like it's healing, especially around surrender, especially around acceptance, non-judgment. I am getting that, going through things with optimism. I feel like that's some of the bigger, heavier stuff that you're carrying that you will need to release, but there is something coming in here. It says, yeah, don't assume that whatever's coming in is here to just rescue you and save you. It's like you have to do that for yourself, and that's that natural healing power under this devil energy. It's like you have that, and you need to see that that you have that, and you need to do that for yourself. So it's not going to be a relationship or a job or anything like that that's going to come in and make it all better. It's like there's work being done here. There's a lot of work being done here. It's like, and you're at the night, so you're putting in a lot of work, and the page. So this is all to make your earth matters more stable, more productive, and more grounded and balanced, and just so there's less obstacles that feel so overwhelming to you too. I am getting that with the wings of light here. Okay, it says, the only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight. Also, the Sky Dancers is over in the incoming energy, where this is, okay, so accepting that something might not be okay, accepting that whatever this is that you started working on is neither, it feels like it was fated for you to learn something, but maybe not for the reason you thought it was. Maybe you had a preconceived idea of what it was here for you, or what you were going to learn or get from it, and accepting that. And then we got this Wings of Light, which is a totally different card than the Sky Dancers, but it just is saying, it's say goodbye to the ground and take flight, rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind, being conflicted about whether to stick with something, stand up for something, stay with something, or back away from something. There is something new coming in here, a new opportunity, and I feel like accepting this might be, I don't want to tell anybody what to do, but it feels like there is something new coming in here, and to surrender this kind of grip you have or have had, or this idea of something being or looking one way or something needs released. Or this could be fear too. That's what the devil energy to me is always fear too. Fear of standing up for what you believe in. But it does say follow your heart. So listen to your heart right now, Pisces. And what is it saying? It says it rise above the drama and the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. So just, if there seems to be something here, and there is a big eye in this Seven of Wands, you guys. There is a feeling here of looking at something, seeing something, seeing how everybody's defending something or fighting for something, and you kind of sitting back and going, I trust that what's kind of coming in for me is meant for me. I know I'm learning lessons. I know I'm working on some things here, and all of this is just that. It's something to learn from also. I also am getting that, like, observing other people and learning from that. It says the Sky Dancers know the maps of heaven and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life, and even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. I am feeling that, like, this support as you carry, like, a lot of burdens and things you're trying to heal forward, and there is, like, this other stuff going on around you, this earth stuff and earth matters, and it's like it feels like you're very much so working on something specific here, and you could have an idea of how this is going to play out, going to turn out, but there's a lot of support here backing you up, and I feel like there's a lot of angelic support here, and this is feeling like as the moon gets fuller, which we are in that, the full moon is the 30th and 31st, I believe. So it's like you may be just realizing right now at this time, because it's where our moon's at. This is a little fuller, but it's getting there, you guys. And by the full moon, something's going to be really illuminated to you here about what you got left to, and you may feel like extra supported in this endeavor of moving forward and healing something, maybe this idea, this feeling of wanting to defend certain things, or just get really wrapped up in the earth stuff. Maybe this is really just you building yourself up to a more knowledgeable place, but there is something here, opportunity in the earth stuff. This could be a relationship. This could be a better relationship with yourself and how you get through obstacles. Something has come from this, and you'll definitely be feeling this. You maybe are already, And it does say they come and help you with the current life, and even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. Make you see your own worth, make you see you can get through anything, make you see that you have the power and the potential to see things differently, to observe things differently. I am getting a strong, like, the way you look at this and the way your perception is changing on things is completely in observation mode. It's not in entanglement mode, it's in observation mode. I am getting that. So let's go down to the Wings of Light. And this is the Blue Angel Oracle, you guys. And I'm going to read the Wings of Light, which is right under the skywriting and the fates, you guys. This is very interesting energy. It's like there is this, like, feeling here. And these are, like, feeling very much so connected here. This Wings of Light, like getting through this, like whatever, like your fate, your destiny, the things you're meant to learn, the things you're meant to overcome, the burdens you're carrying and are getting ready to release fully, to release you from. It could be like a really, really long healing process you've been working on. I am getting that too. Let's go to 27, the Wings of Light. Positive news. Yes. So this fate thing, and that's this Ace of Pentacles too. There is something here. Even though what originally you thought might make you happy or you started working on is just, it's not that. There's something else here that's going to make you extremely happy. This just feels like, ooh, like roller coastery, but it does feel like something really good here happening. Through release and surrender and non-judgment and not fighting or defending or getting involved in the muck. Just standing back and observing and seeing the bigger picture here. A positive result or joyful message arrives. See, interesting. Something that's faded. Something. This is interesting. Because we got skywriting under this Wings of Light. It's almost the same energy, you guys. It's something coming in that's for you, and it's positive. This is good. It's a joyful message arrives and brightens your day. Once you receive it, you may want to pause for a moment to reflect on the people and things that matter most to you. Thank the universe for these gifts of love, friends, family, community, country, world, universe. Is it all not important? Is it all? Isn't it all a blessing? The universe is inside you, for you are luminous essence from which all stems. Let us give thanks for this eternal blessing of the great mystery. Yes, it feels like something here that you originally maybe, started working on, building up your skill set for, is either there's going to be a joyful message about that, and it's going to help release you from the fear or the defensiveness of, like, protecting something, or something completely new here happening, coming in. Either way, something really good is happening here. In this reading. So let's go to 32. This is right under the Sky Dancer Surrender. And it's this interesting. Okay. Almost feels like there is little sky dancers in this one. Up here you can see the wings at the top. They feel very, very much so related to. It's very interesting. Two different decks, you guys. It's very interesting how strong that energy is coming in here. 48, or 32, excuse me. Michael Descent, joyful empowerment. Oh, excuse me. Joyful empowerment. Taking your power back away from something. Maybe a fear you had. Maybe a defensive nature. Maybe it's interesting. Maybe you were afraid something wasn't getting healed or it wasn't happening, and it is. Something big's happening here. You just need not interfere. You observe and you wait for something really good to happen here. It feels really good. May my protective light surround you. Accept it and let it flow into your heart. May it balance your body, mind, and perceptions. I was getting that. And bring you great joy. There is no separation. We are one, as is heaven and earth. I am with you. I am a reflection of your soul. Let us celebrate the joy of living and embrace the totality of who we are. Two souls within one beautiful spirit. You are much more than you know. You are the past, present, and future. Awaken to the empowering manifestation that is your true essence, and you shall experience pure joy. Beyond fear, there is only love. Yes, there's something here like you've been working on. And there is definitely like spiritual growth here. Something hugely that feels like an obstacle. But I feel like it's not an obstacle. I feel like it's something new. It's creating an open new, like, once you surrender, once you embrace the lessons you've learned, once you accept this gift. My throat is just tightening up. Oh man, you guys. It's almost like it's definitely something about the way you're seeing something. You may be held in a fearful, like there could be some fear you just need to release here about what it is you're defending or not defending. It's just, there's a feeling here of surrendering to what's happening, because this is at the end of something that has felt like a lot of work, and like after this work is going to pay off. It is paying off. There's definitely blessings here. This is, so no matter how this looks, even if there's fear or it feels like there's this there's something so new here, something beautiful, and it's earth something. It's a relationship. But your choices right now do matter. This feeling of surrendering to where this is leading you is probably the most important advice I'm getting from this. Is not interfering, not observing and changing the way you're seeing the landscape. Seeing, because something here in the landscape doesn't look, there's a seed under all this. There's something really good happening under what you're seeing, and that's why it's important not to interfere, because this could change the trajectory of things. That's what I'm getting. All right, we are going to get a couple words, Pisces. This was very confusing. Very interesting. There is some, like, there's some kind of natural, like, you can't, like, maybe you've been working on healing something, and it's naturally being healed. It's not it's like happening naturally. Something here doesn't need like an unnatural interference, because it's naturally happening. And it's definitely something, there's something good here. And you're coming on the end of like carrying a lot of like spiritual baggage, other people's stuff, maybe stuff you've chose to do. There is a feeling here of you almost being so busy or taking on an opportunity that could leave you, maybe that's the importance of like making your choices right now, is maybe not to take on something else. Don't take on something else. I'm feeling like, this is interesting. Acuity, hunt 2 hares and risk catching neither. That's what I was getting. Like, if there's something else coming in here and you originally started doing something and it doesn't look like anything's happening, feels like there could be something here coming in that you want to, that could divide your attention or your energy, or it could completely, like, you've went all this way going after one thing and now a whole new thing is happening. That's what I'm getting. And it says, but you have to focus on one thing. That's your choice. There's something here, and you have to follow your heart with that choice. That's the right thing to do, is listen to your heart. Sharpness, not what you're seeing, not the landscape, the observing. There's just a lot of stuff going on that you aren't really involved in, I feel like, and shouldn't be. It's like an observation, and it's just like waiting for the angels or your guides to show you the way through this like earth landscape. It could be drama, it could be other stuff, just trying to affect, maybe even plant some kind of defensive or fearful nature. But it just says hunt 2 hares and risk catching neither. I was feeling that, like something else could be coming in here. Sharpness of the senses, ability to discern detail, focus and attention. Staying focused and attentive to what you're doing for you, because whatever it is teaching you something. You are learning something, and it is bringing you into a place that is more accepting, flowing. There's a lot here. Courage. Fortune favors the bold. Interesting. Not to back down off something. Oh, see, this is why it's important to stick around for these messages, you guys, because originally it kind of felt like, but maybe it's bold just to sit back and observe here. I don't feel like it's asking or guiding you into whatever this is, your need to observe. So I feel like you've already learned something about this, like sitting back and observing. And it says, strike while the iron glows hot, as in the incoming energy. So there is definitely some kind of opportunity coming in here. It's going to require courage. I just can't tell if this is to step away from something or to enter something new that's coming in here for you. But definitely to focus on one or the other. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's whatever your heart resonates with more. That's probably more along the lines of what this is saying. But this is a really, feels like feels like earth stuff. And I don't love to do like earth, I call it earth-like drama messages. But this does feel like a little earth drama. Feels like some earth stuff's happening here in your life, Pisces, whoever this is for. And you're feeling taught, learned on some things here. And there is a feeling here of needing to observe something and not get in it. Okay, so we got Kali Mahamaya. When a situation becomes unnecessarily complicated or confusing to your heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth. Ultimately, her revelations shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive or not right for you. This you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. This feels intense. Okay, I'm going to look on the bottom here. Devi Makali, no matter what you have done, no matter how many mistakes you've made, Kali is here for you always. Yours is the safety and sanctuary of her divine love. She is your soft place to fall and your kindness and most enthusiastic advocate. Let her shift your experience from endless tasks and ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connection. There is something here that doesn't, it feels like it's just going to be a lot better if you don't get in it or interfere with it or take on one more thing. Don't take on one more thing, just observe what's there. There is something here happening behind the scenes here. And it's teaching you the power of surrender. It's teaching you to observe, and it's bringing you also a lot of, even if there's temptation to start focusing on something else or split your energy up, I feel like this is the final part of whatever you've been working on. And it's just could get to a point where it's like you want to start doing something else or whatnot. You're going to have to follow your heart on this one, Pisces. Bravery in the face of fear. The will to confront pain, difficulty, or danger. But that came in under this devil energy and this 7 of Wands and this new opportunity. I almost feel like you may, if you regularly do that, I feel like you need to maybe not do that. Strike while the iron glows hot. Intense, passionate feeling, zeal and exuberance for a cause or subject. Continue doing what you're doing. Don't get involved in fights. Don't get involved in some fears, some that feeling of like controlling something. Don't try to control something, but just stand in that higher place of understanding and observation and kind of watch. But don't start going in a different direction either, because there's definitely one thing here you're being asked to focus on and observe. And it could show you, hey, this isn't right for you. Or it could show you, Oh, and that could release a lot of burdens so that you can go on to something new here. Or you could observe it and be like, oh, I just needed to wait and see this as, because there is some kind of good message either you've just gotten or you're going to get. And this could be through your angels, your guides, or actual communication, people. But it does feel like something good here happening. Okay, let's see the word on the bottom real quick. Wow. All for one and one for all. Friendliness and warmth in relationships. Desire for camaraderie. Yeah, don't get involved in no fights, no drama right now. Kind of observe, stay back a little. Something's playing out here behind the scenes. It does involve healing, and it involves, there is some kind of fated thing here. But I feel like it's bringing you something good here. I want to read that, the fates again. Let's see what you need to surrender here. Surrender the drama, you guys. I knew there's something like that. Yes, there's surrender the idea you can fix someone. There's something here you may want to get in the middle of, be a part of. And it's saying stay focused on your original goal. You started working on something within yourself or in your life to learn something. And there's this feeling here of needing to observe something and watch something play out, not get involved, because it's going to take you away from your original meaning, your original goal, your original. It says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Yes, like this feels like something happening that may not even be involved with you, that is dramatic, and it will put you in a place of like defensiveness, fear, maybe controlling, and use your natural healing power during this time. Don't get involved with. It's very interesting because this says surrender the drama, and then we got this wolf and the 7 of Wands. It's like you may feel like you need to defend or stand in, and I feel, and this eye is just coming through as like observe it. And these are wolves too, you know, and I love the wolf. It's depicted in a lot of the times in a very negative light, but the wolf is a pack animal, you know, so they stand for their pack, or they stand up for their tribe, or and I feel like at this time, Pisces, whatever it is, you need to sit back and remember that could be part of what you started doing, is not getting in the middle of everything else, working on yourself, because there is something here good coming in that's a new opportunity, and this is going to show, hey, I have learned my lesson, and I am sitting here peacefully waiting for the right thing for me that the universe is going to bring me, and it is bringing you something. It's bringing you a new opportunity. Just don't get involved in drama right now. That's what I'm feeling. Like that's exactly what I'm getting. There's something you originally started here that you don't need to. I feel like you don't need to defend or stand up for or get in the middle of. I feel like it would just be taking on one more thing and pulling you more away from what it is you are truly trying to work on, which is peace and stability. Because this is all earth energy. You're working on grounding, stability, peace, a long-term goal, not short-term. So long-term goal, you need to see the long-term effects of any drama or any involvement you have in anything like that, okay? Seeing the writing on the wall, seeing the writing in the sky, knowing there's something here good coming in for you, and that you will be guided and supported and led through the earthly stuff by this Michael. And this, it feels like it could be like Archangel Michael, will help guide you. Yeah, joyful empowerment, give you empowerment, not let anything take your power and what you've worked for away from you, Pisces. And if you've been working for that stability and that peace in your life, getting involved with something that's just, it could bring you down. And there's something definitely good happening here. I am getting that. So Pisces, that is your guys' message. I hope it helped somebody. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later.